ഫ്രണ്ടിലേക്ക് അങ്ങോട്ട് അങ്ങോട്ട് പോയി അങ്ങോട്ട് അങ്ങോട്ട്
in organizing motorcycle road in India. So I started 12 years ago. Mostly started north because it was very popular, you know, Spiti and Ladakh, and motorcyclists love to come and ride there. Then we expanded to Rajasthan, then Kerala. So I did Kerala, so I started going towards here in December and January. We come down because it's too cold to do anything else in north at that time, and it's perfect weather for Kerala at the same time. So so I ride a lot. I've ridden bikes also. I had been to Kerala before as like a traveler many years ago, 2 times. Backpacker when I was very young. I backpacked through South India a lot.
But mostly we be like this only, just farming well.
No, so when I did my serious travel, then I spent a lot of time and explored places. And even now on our motorcycle tours, we are basically not doing anything in a hurry. We take our time. We ride only 5-6 hours in a day maximum, including stops and everything. And but I created an itinerary where we are more on the back roads rather than the big highways, because I mean my clientele comes completely from outside. They're 100% all foreigners, only Australia, New Zealand, UK are my biggest 3 countries. 70% of my customers come from there, and then the rest of Europe, US, Canada. So they don't like too much traffic to deal with. So we designed the itinerary so that we keep them on those beautiful, you know, back roads, and there are so many of them in Kerala. In fact, if anybody asks me as a motorcyclist, I would tell them, don't go on NH66. Just stay away from it, you know, because it's just a nightmare. I mean, there's no fun. It's so beautiful, but then you have to concentrate so much on the road that you can't enjoy the beauty. And there's so much happening. So when you get a little bit of open road, you know, you are relaxed, then you start seeing things.
Yes.
That's more fun. So that's what I do. So Kerala has already been, you know, up there. I think it's just completely opposite from where I come. I come from the Himalayas, and geographically we are completely on the opposite side. But by climate, by culture, you know, everything. You've got the sea, we've got high mountains, and backwaters. You know, so it's like completely contrasting. I love it. I love everything about South India. Because of the contrast, you know, the food. I love the food, you know, everything. So because for us it is such a amazing change. Like I can imagine when you guys come to north, for you that is so fascinating because, you know, it's different from what you are used to. So that way it is just amazing. And my customers also, and everybody who I come to know, they say that this is such an amazing part of the world, not just India, for anybody who gets us. So it's good that we are able to preserve it. I feel tourism does its little bit of job by preserving also, and at the same time giving employment to people through it. So sadly now, because of COVID-19, things had shut down. My own business is completely zero since 1 year because it's all nothing domestic, all international. So unless that's so that's why this was my dream. It was my dream, like on my bucket list, to do whole of India in one go. On a motorcycle. And the reason I'm doing it solo is because I'll take at least 3 months minimum to
Sure,
finish it. तो इतने टाइम के लिए कोई और आता ही आने ही नहीं था मेरे साथ अगर मैं किसी को पूछता if I'd ask somebody do you want to come with me nobody hardly
sure.
anybody can take out so I had to do it solo but so it was I was just sort of
Any
doing my
other hidden agenda or hidden motto in this trip?
So not at all hidden. It is quite clear. I because I'm in this profession also, and I ride motorcycles all over India, and I've been doing it even before I started as a business. I've been doing it for. I've been riding motorcycles for 27, 28 years now. Look at the total, and I realized that how much road safety is such an important aspect.
Okay.
I also feel that in India. In fact, I've been saying this in the last many months now in the context of COVID-19 that in India about 150,000, 150,000 people die in this country due to road accidents.
Road accidents. Okay.
Right. And that's roughly about the same people who died in 1 year by COVID-19. Look how big a deal we've made about those 150,000 deaths. Nobody talks anything about the road deaths.
Without safety kits,
तो
without headlights.
रोड एक्सीडेंट में मर जाओ चलता है
चलता है।
कोविड-19 से नहीं मरना
Yeah.
ठीक है तो why like death is death no matter how there are so many other things people die from it's not as if there is just one virus which is killing you so I feel that there are so road safety is so important especially motorcyclists because they don't so many parts of India they just don't take it seriously especially helmets
Sure.
helmet
Helmet, yeah.
so what I decided is let's make this it's my dream thing but why not combine a good cause with it
Okay.
and try to create awareness so I just made it into a campaign no helmet no ride at least helmet I want to promote of course the other safety aspect for two-wheelers equally important than as helmet is rear view mirrors
Really nice, yeah.
because I feel that when you're on a motorcycle especially any vehicle but especially a motorcycle two eyes are not enough the one we have in the front we need two at the back so these rear view mirrors are our eyes at the back because they show us what's happening behind me left and right and so many times I see somebody coming too close behind me or I can see this person coming very dangerously and I adjust because of that and that saves me if I have no idea what's happening behind me I'm only concerned what's happening in front of me then it's dangerous and a lot of accidents you will read in newspaper so many times in newspaper small it's saying motorist got killed and hit by a truck from behind you will see 8 out of 10 times a two-wheeler get hit from behind
Okay.
now of course but at the same time if it can see it is aware of traffic behind it I think in most cases you will end up saving yourself
Sure.
being aware of it
So your travel flag is with the motto, with this motto.
so yes I want to
Safe
create
ride.
awareness and I am making as much as possible so and of course the awareness will perhaps the actual reach of that will start later on once I have finished this tour and my YouTube channel is there I'm going to put all these videos I'm not getting the time right now
Of course.
and the followers who will start following that people will start watching those videos so the starting logo is always there no helmet no ride campaign it ends with the message road safety so even if out of 50 people who watch my video if 2 people get influenced by it that's success because you make slow steps towards anything you want to achieve I can see India is so huge and there are so many places it's not just implemented it's not that the law is not there
Yeah, of course.
it's there its implementation is not there a lot of places we see
It purely depends on the people awareness.
yes yeah
Without awareness from the people and without the steps taken from the people's side,
Yeah.
nothing can be changed.
police can be harsh but then the politics comes in a lot of places I know the police will not stop you for not wearing a helmet because the politician does not want its people to be fined because in India it's all about
Yeah.
votes it's not about what is right and wrong
Just all on influence.
yeah so unfortunately that's how democracy works it's not necessarily about right and wrong it's about what gets me the votes next time so but everybody knows what's right and wrong we should wear a helmet so what I tell people I stop somewhere kids young guys gather around me on the motorcycle and they want to take photos selfies with me and most time they're not wearing a helmet they're on motorcycle so I tell them why don't you wear a helmet so I just tell them one little story I tell them everybody has a wall in their house so go home do one thing Just step back 3 feet from the wall, walk 3 feet and bang your head on the wall, and then see how much it hurts. That might be 5 kilometers per hour. When you take 2 steps, quick steps, at 5 kilometers per hour, when you bang your head on your wall, you know how it hurts. Imagine you are doing even 40 kilometers on a motorcycle. Forget about higher speeds, and you fall from the bike, and your head hits the road at 40 kilometers per hour. You can imagine what will happen. Simple experiment. Or if you put a person 1 meter above the ground, 1 meter, and drop him. Our weight itself, whatever 70, 80 kg, 90 kg we might be, is enough to break us. So protective riding. A lot of kids, young people who start getting on the motorcycles, I don't think they are actually given these ideas, these thoughts. If they are told all this in advance before they start riding, you will be surprised that in United Kingdom they show videos to the young first time license holder.
Okay.
And the videos are all they show bad accidents.
Like
Before they start. Why? No recordings of accidents where people are
on this days.
because right at the time they wanted them to know that if you are not serious, this can happen to you. I think we should also do that. We'll be saving so many lives, we'll be saving so much trouble. And imagine the pain and suffering to the whole family when somebody suffers an accident. There are countries which don't give driving license. Korea doesn't give a driving license till the age of 24. And you know why? Because they think that it is 18 to 21 the most dangerous age. They will start riding like crazy. So all different countries, common sense exists everywhere. Everybody knows how solution can be found to it. The only thing is the willingness is not there. The effort from people is not there. So I feel what we can do very little. It's like a drop in the ocean.
Yeah, sure.
But why not? When you are doing about something, people are looking up to you. You become a role model. People get inspired. So if you tell them something, it will stay in their mind.
Sure.
And then maybe one will tell somebody else. This guy was traveling and he was telling people. And now government is. I don't know whether you have in Kerala. I've got the in North India. I was told by the regional RTO when I started. There was 1 month of All India the Road Safety Month just in February.
Yes, right.
Coincidentally, my bike was getting registered in Himachal Pradesh, and I was at the RTO office. And these guys know me, so he took me inside. There was a meeting going on, and he was saying that now it is mandatory to all two-wheeler manufacturers and dealers to give a helmet along with the new motorcycle.
It's mandatory. It's mandatory.
Because earlier their excuse was कि मेरे पास helmet है ही नहीं, मैंने खरीदा ही नहीं. So at least they want to take away one excuse कि जब आपको स्कूटर मिला है तो आपको हेलमेट साथ में मिला है, अब आप क्यों नहीं पहना? So that's one step from the government side.
For all India. Kerala is very strict. For the last 1.5 years, we are.
Some places very strict. I
Very
can
strict.
see.
We have to submit a declaration.
We have to submit a declaration without any helmet. The vehicle should not be.
The
will not be
customer has to
registered.
give this declaration. I have seen the helmet, the ladies have
And
them,
that
and
helmet-
rear view mirrors,
Yes.
everything along with the vehicle on free of cost.
Helmet should be.
With
Helmet
that
should be
declaration
ISI.
only the RTO will register.
Helmet should be safety with the ISI certificate.
Yes. And that's
Even
very-
without with the local helmet, they will not register. RTO will not register the vehicle with the local helmet.
So that's basically what I'm doing. I hope in the coming months. So I basically because before I get into any tour of my own, even my customers come from so many foreign different countries. They are experienced riders from their countries, and the age group of my customers is 50 plus.
Okay.
So they are 55, 60, 65-year-old, very experienced. They own 12 bikes at home, all different types. But they have zero experience of how to drive in India.
Yeah.
So they are afraid. So before the tour starts, the first day, I have almost like this, a conference room, like a classroom session with them, with a whiteboard and everything. And I almost like a teacher, I tell them how to ride safely in India. In the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we'll be riding with us. What to be careful of, how things are done differently here, what to watch out for. So that's basically I started doing it and realized that I'm teaching these guys, but there's so many Indians who don't know.
Okay.
I mean, these are foreigners. We can imagine they come from completely different culture where the strict rules are very strict. You know, red light means red light, stop sign means stop sign. If there is not a single living thing around it, if there's a stop sign, they have to stop there. You know, so they come from that culture. Whereas यहाँ तो चलता है कोई नहीं देख रहा घुस जाओ. तो I have to tell them कि अगर आपने कहीं stop कर दिया तो पीछे से घुस जाएगा आपके अंदर because he's not expecting you to stop. You know, तो यहाँ तो you know while in Rome do as Romans do. So I have to teach them completely the opposite. I have to tell them unlearn what you have learned in England and Australia for the next 2 weeks. अगर आपने वो रूल यहाँ अप्लाई कर दिया तो मर गए.
Surely.
यहाँ तो जो चर्च से जा रहा है उसके साथ सब निकल रहे हैं, आप भी निकलो.
Yeah. If you follow the perfect rules, you'll be.
So at the same time, I feel कि हमारे यहाँ पे लाइसेंसिंग सिस्टम में भी इंट्रोड्यूस होना चाहिए. I think slowly reforms are coming where now I have heard अभी करंट मिनिस्टर कौन है गडकरी के बाद अभी तो वो है इसका ट्रांसपोर्ट मिनिस्टर अभी गडकरी. तो लॉट ऑफ रिफॉर्म्स बीइंग ब्रॉट इन इसमें एक अभी ये भी आ रहा है कि
Violation of
लाइसेंस जो
violation of rules. Everything is linked to your license.
यस बट अब आपको ड्राइविंग स्कूल से
yeah.
करनी पड़ेगी सर्टिफाइड.
Yes.
I think slowly they're going to implement it or recognized driving schools. At least कुछ तो basis.
Slowly they are developing. Now in the Parivahan side itself, they have made so many modifications. Like, so anything getting penalized, so it will be recorded automatically. So everybody can see that.
Yeah.
When you type our vehicle number in that, you will see whether it is a penalized.
Previous offenses and
everything,
history of.
all detail history will come.
Yeah.
So
That's also there. People will get to, and see, the harder it is to get something, the more you value it. Now imagine my friend had immigrated to Holland many years ago. So I'm talking about like almost 20 years. And he told me the process of how to get a driving license there.
Okay.
And I was amazed. Matlab, he had to put theory exams, he had to pass. Then, and very expensive. Every time you appear for the exam, it's very expensive. I don't know how many euros it costs.
Okay.
Then you have to do the driving lessons.
Okay.
They are very expensive. Then you say, okay, I am now ready to give the final test. That's again 200 and पता नहीं कितना euros. If you do one thing wrong, like you are about to pull out, you did not glance in your rear view mirror, कोई आ तो नहीं रहा है,
Okay.
और फेल कर देता है. और 240 यूरो फिर आओ एक महीने बाद करें. They make it so tough for you. You value it. इतनी मुश्किल से लाइसेंस मिला है, अगर मैंने कोई ऑफेंस कर दिया 6 महीने के लिए सस्पेंड हो, जितनी आसानी से मिलेगा नोबडी गिव्स अ डैम. लाइसेंस तो ऐसे ही मिल रहा है, अगर हो गया दे ही जाएगा, 500 रुपये चलाना दे देंगे. सो दैट इज अनदर माइंडसेट वी नीड टू चेंज दैट. इट इज नॉट like a game. You have to take seriously. And plus the other thing I always feel that roads in India are public roads. They are to make so that you can go from point A to point B, from this town to that town. You can go to your work. People are going to school. Kids are going to school. Doctors are going to hospital. They are not for racing or pleasure. The roads. They are for general public. A lot of people are old people could be driving, crossing roads. So the another thing we need to develop is that young people want to also enjoy the riding. They want to have their thrills. They want to have fun and a very nice bike. Like we have started providing small arenas like football grounds and cricket grounds. It's time now that in bigger towns we start giving them racetracks, so that they can take out their desire to do that on those tracks rather than on the public roads. Because they don't have that, they will do it on public roads only ना. तो सुबह 5 बजे हमारे वहाँ बिग हाईवे के ऊपर बड़े बाइक्स आ जाते हैं अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग बिकॉज दे वांट टू गो एट 200 km/h. अब उनको ट्रैक ही नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे. सो नाउ व्हेन वी आर द गवर्नमेंट इज अलाउइंग सच बाइक्स टू बी सोल्ड इन द कंट्री, नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज टू आल्सो गिव देम ट्रैक्स टू हैव देयर फन. वहाँ पे उनके जैसे ही आएंगे लोग who want to have the thrill of racing and you know of course they somebody can ensure that they are wearing all the proper gear and helmet, and God forbid there is a mishap, at least you are. See, somebody else is going on the road, he is doing his morning walk and you are having a thrill on the bike and you end up hitting him. See, for your thrill, why should I suffer? You enjoy your thrill in your confined area. This is my public road for me here. So that's the next level we need to do in India. So there is a lot to be done. I mean, we are a very fast changing country. There is so much happening so quickly. We are progressing, we are developing. People have more income now, and that's why they are able to, you know, follow their hobbies, buy motorcycle and car. Slowly, I think with the only thing is if we start paying more taxes. Honestly, government will have more money to do things for us.
Actually, they are our Jigsaw
अभी आप इधर
customers.
ही इतना दूर में इधर ही आएगा अभी तो मौसम बहुत गर्मी है
हाँ जी।
अभी तो इलेक्शन आ रहा है इधर ही
हाँ।
वो सभी पुलिस वाला सभी तो स्ट्रॉन्ग है आप आने के रास्ता तक इधर पहुंचने तक कितना परेशान होता है
मुझे अभी
इंस्पेक्शन हो रहा चेक कर रहे हैं गाड़ी चेक कर रही है बॉक्स खोल रही है ऐसा ऐसा कुछ परेशान नहीं
मुझे अभी तक तो नहीं
आपके
आया.
देखना
One
है
or
तो-
two of them almost saw me and they were thinking of stopping me. Then they changed their mind because maybe they
Yes, you
thought
can go.
कि when they saw the bike and they imagine कि ये कोई long tour पे चला हुआ आदमी लग रहा है इसको. तो in fact there was only Karnataka who's currently asking for RT-PCR
या
negative report for anybody coming in. No other state. In fact, I will tell you funny thing is कि मैं पहले जम्मू कश्मीर गया. जम्मू गया. ठीक है, started from Himachal. Then I came down Punjab, Amritsar. Then I was Rajasthan. Then Gujarat. All of it, Diu, Daman, Maharashtra, all the way Karnataka, Goa. Now I went. I think out of the 8-9 states I've entered, 7 के तो बॉर्डर ही नहीं पता लगा कि कोई है कि नहीं है. वो बैरियर से लगा हुआ है, पुलिस वाले एक दो है भी, वो इधर उधर अपना बैठे गपशप मार रहे हैं, बीड़ी सिगरेट पी रहा है. Nobody is stopping. Only when I entered from Goa, I entered Karnataka, there was a proper barrier and the police were there and they stopped me also. Okay, and I went to a window कि आप लोग आपका कहाँ से आ रहे हैं?
They were asking money.
No.
Last time they asked me money. They just said you need to pay 100 rupees. Just for nothing.
But I told him कि अभी मैं तो पूरा ऑल इंडिया ट्रिप पे चला हुआ हूँ. कैसे 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 चले हो आप? कोई कानून नहीं है. There is no law which says that I cannot do it. तो I cannot. Only 1-2 states are asking for RT-PCR. तो मैं क्या करूँगा ये तो? And he like फिर मैंने बोला मैं तो कर्नाटका में तो मेरा स्टे ही नहीं है. I'm तो going towards Kerala. He said कि DL का कॉपी दे दो बस मुझे. चाहो. So otherwise by road there has been police. 1 or 2 times I got stopped, but they were more interested to have a chat with me about the motorcycle, where I am coming, where I am going. They want to take selfies with me. So yeah, they never even asked me for any documents.
So most of the people promote these volunteer.
Yeah, they are also curious to know. And when I told them I'm on a road safety campaign only, they got very interested, you know. And they, in fact, I got a T-shirt with me, my tour T-shirt, and I'm making. Mostly, I'm asking the traffic police of the state. When I stop somewhere, when I see them, I stop somewhere, I tell them what I'm doing, I'm on ground. And I ask one of them to write the name of the state in the local script. Like in Kerala, I'll ask somebody to write Kerala in Malayalam. So ऐसे I've already got 8-9 states written on that T-shirt. So then I tell them to do it, they are very happy, you know, write in local script. So till now I have not had any problem. But it's part of travel, long travel. You know, you meet people and people understand. I mean, more or less they understand. They're actually very awed by this. कि दूसरे चले गए हो कैसे क्या?
So these two people are our Jigsaw customers. They also used to
They are using Jigsaw 250. They want to
upgrade the
We were thinking about upgrading to Eastern actually. So
Yeah.
from you it will be nice to hear.
No, it's a fantastic bike, and the reason I bought it is.
simultaneously please have.
Yeah, but it's too much. I don't know. I have
These are-
everything in front of
these
me.
are traditional,
I should take a photo of this and send to my wife. She's going to laugh because she will.
ये फोटो आप पकड़ेंगे तो फिर उसमें लबड़ा
And then he will ultimately do something silly or risky because he wants to get ahead. When you give them wider roads, you are also creating more safety. Why? Slow चलता रहता है, आप साइड दूसरा लेन से ओवरटेक करते हो. So when there is less frustration, less people will take risks. People take risks only when they get frustrated. Otherwise किसको अगर मेरे को मुझे 60 पे चलना है, मुझे बहुत फास्ट भी नहीं चलना है. अब ये 40 पे मेरे सामने फंसा हुआ है heavy loaded truck. तो how long? So what I'll do is I will go out and take. सामने से भी आ रहा है, I will take a risk. So that is why I feel a wider, nicer roads add to the safety aspect also for that region. And of course, they bring all sorts of opportunities because when you have nicer roads, more people will want to come. When people think कि यार तो बड़ा खराब है रोड, वहाँ नहीं, वो सेक्शन में नहीं जाना, वहाँ बड़ा मज़ा नहीं आता चलने में. So people will avoid going to that place. So there are always benefits, and of course there are always some costs to be paid.
Of course.
Development always comes at some costs, unfortunately. But yes, I feel that is one thing. Otherwise, everybody knows safety is natural instinct of a person is safety. But if he or she gets a little, frustrated, then they do. Aggression भी तभी आता है.
Yeah.
You are annoyed, so you become aggressive. मैंने पहले हट जाओ, मैं पहले जाऊँगा. If everybody has a nice flow flowing, so everybody is calm. बोलने कि ये भी चलेगा, मैं भी चलूँगा. थोड़ी देर में ये भी 80 पे हो जाएगा, मैं भी 80 पे हो जाऊँ. उसको पता नहीं ये तो नहीं हो पाएगा, मैं इससे आगे निकलना है.
तो आगे बढ़ना सोचता है.
हाँ, तब होता है प्रॉब्लम होता है.
So this is the first time you are owning 650 or?
Yes, I mean I have heavier bikes, but not the Suzuki.
Okay.
Suzuki is.
What about other brands you are?
I have a Harley basically. That is only for local rides. It's not a. Harleys are not the best bikes for India. anyways.
for long ride.
No, yeah. Also, they can't take bad roads that much. Very low bikes.
कितने साल हो गए आप ये चालू करने को राइडिंग? बहुत छोटा तक चालू करो?
हाँ, मैंने मोटरसाइकिल चलाना शुरू कर दिया होगा जब मैं 18 का ही था.
हाँ.
So I have my own fleet. I own. At one point, I had 35 Royal Enfields because we had to provide them.
So
I keep selling
most
old
of
ones.
them prefer this bullet bikes.
Well, we provide them. See, we have to provide them a bike in India, which is for us first of all not too expensive to buy, because उससे tour महंगा हो जाएगा फिर. If we conduct a tour on an expensive bike, all the inputs increase. Running maintenance of that bike becomes expensive. So all that will add to the cost of the tour. So to keep our cost of tour reasonable, we decided Royal Enfield के 500cc is powerful enough for Indian conditions. So we used to. Now we are doing. But उनसे जब मैं बात करता था बहुतों से कि what do you think is a good bike? Because you hear from them. तो आपके टूर पे आते हैं, वो बाइक्स के बारे में बातें करते हैं आपस में. You hear to कुछ है किसी बस कोई है कि बस ये है. तो कुछ मेरे ऐसे कस्टमर हैं जो फ्रेंड बन गए, अब मेरे 2-4 टूर करके जा चुके हैं मेरे साथ में. So I used to lot of them ask them कि कभी मुझे लाइन देना हो बाइक अपने लिए इंडिया में. And now you know the conditions. इंडिया में रोड कैसे हैं. Now you know me also. I don't walk I'm not a very big tall person, so I need something in the mid segment, not too heavy. But what would you suggest? So many of them said to me कि जब कभी आपको सुजुकी V-Strom मिलेगा इंडिया में 650, आंखें बंद करके ले लें.
यही मैं पूछने को सोचता है. आप इतना बहुत पतला है, इतनी बड़ी ताकत दिखानी आप उठे हैं, इतना दूर से इधर ही आएगा ना. मैंने एक बात मतलब इतना पतला में आप इतना मोटा गाड़ी कैसे उड़ गया ऐसे सोचता है.
और मैं बताता
ये
हूँ
हमारे जैसा आदमी को समझना चाहिए. आप ये जरूरी बात चाहिए.
अब उसके लिए
आपका ड्राइविंग का टाइम तो बहुत कंफर्टेबल लगेगा हमको. समझिए आप गाड़ी रुकने का टाइम हम देखता है, गाड़ी रुकने की बाद आप पैर जमीन पर दिखता है. इसलिए हमारा जैसा लड़का वालों को समझना चाहिए आप कैसे इतना वजन उठ गया.
उसके लिए मैं बताता हूँ आपको. उसके लिए हम क्या एक कंपैरिजन यूज करते हैं.
मैंने आप पूछा था आपका कंफर्टेबल कौन सा है. ये सुजुकी का कंफर्टेबल कैसा है?
हॉर्स राइडिंग आप सोचते हैं घोड़े. एक घोड़े का वजन कितना होता है पता है? मिनिमम 700-750 किलो.
Okay.
और एक आदमी उसको चलाता है, क्योंकि घोड़े ने हमें उठाना है, हमने घोड़े को नहीं उठाना है. तो बाइक का वेट नहीं मैटर नहीं करता, क्योंकि मैंने बाइक को चलाना है, बाइक ने मुझे नहीं चलाना है.
हाँ जी.
आपको सिर्फ ये पता है इसको कैसे अरेंज करना है, क्योंकि अगर मुझे इसको उठाना हो
तो
देन द वेट मैटर्स. मैंने इसको उठाना थोड़ी ना है, मैं तो उस पे बैठना है.
मैं पूछ रहा था उसको लैंडिंग बहुत
अगर ये गिर जाए यार,
बुलेट जैसा ही है ना.
हाँ.
लैंडिंग थोड़ा
अभी इसमें इतना लगेज है मेरा,
हाँ.
और लगेज समेत बॉक्सेस समेत अगर ये लेट जाए
यही पूछ रहा है.
फिर मैं इसको उठा नहीं सकता. क्योंकि इंडिया में लोगों की कमी थोड़ी ना है. आप जैसे गिरोगे 4 आदमी आ जाएंगे आपको उठाने. प्रॉब्लम. तो इसलिए
आप इधर उतरना था हमको पहले तो ऐसा सोचता है भगवान कैसे उड़ रहा है इतना वजन.
तो ये तो है. बट वाइल्ड राइडिंग यू हैव टू, आई थिंक इट्स वेरी इजी.
राइडिंग व्हील्स इज वेरी गुड
बिकॉज इट इज गॉट वाइड टायर्स. वाइड टायर्स आपको क्या होता है, बैलेंस बहुत अच्छा देते हैं. अभी यही हिमालयन है, इट इज ऑल्सो 411 cc, ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं है, चलो थोड़ा ही 100 कुछ cc का फर्क है, लेकिन उसमें टायर्स का फर्क है। वाइडर टायर गिव्स यू गुड बैलेंस। वेट बैलेंसिंग तो ऑब्वियसली आपको चाहिए, यू नीड टू एस्टिमेट मेरा कहाँ सिचुएशन आ रही है और मेरा वेट किधर जाएगा when you are on a motorcycle. Sometimes you have to sudden braking में you have to know कि ये मेरा वेट एकदम से जाएगा। lot of people fall in very slow situations, और स्लो में क्या होता है, वो सडनली फ्रंट ब्रेक बहुत ज़्यादा मार देते हैं।
Okay.
वो क्या होता है, फ्रंट हम तो वही मोटरसाइकिल चलाना सीखे हैं तो इसलिए वो सब कच्चे रोड, नाले, पत्थर, वो सब तो हमने छोटी छोटी बाइक से शुरू होते गिरते पड़ते सब किया। तो हाँ, यस, दिस इज कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट बाइक टू राइड, यू हैव टू हैव अ, सो आई ऑलवेज टेल पीपल डोंट जंप टू अ वेरी बिग बाइक स्ट्रेट अवे। व्हेन यू आर अ न्यू राइडर, स्टार्ट विद 100 cc, 125, एक दो साल चलना होगा, आपको लगेगा अच्छे एक्सपीरियंस है, नेक्स्ट 250 समथिंग, फिर 500 ले लें, then come to higher bike. If it's your first ever bike and you are buying a 650 or 800 cc, then you are making a big mistake, because you will not be able to know only how to handle not only the weight but the power also.
Okay.
There will be too much power in your hands sets. So yes, if you are looking at buying this bike, मैं इतना बोल सकता हूँ, मैं तो आंखें बंद करके इतने लोगों ने रिकमेंड कर दिया मुझे जो all these people who have owned it. इंडिया में तो ये 2018 में आया जाके बाइक, वो भी फिर बंद हो गया बिकॉज ऑफ BS6 नॉर्म्स। तो मैं बिजी भी था उस टाइम, जब री-लॉन्च होना था उसने।
Yes. Do you not felt like you should have a reverse gear on this one because of the weight? If you want to push back.
मैं तो साइड साइड लगाता हूँ, उतरता हूँ, उतर के पीछे पुश करता हूँ। तो ऑलवेज अ सॉल्यूशन। अभी आई डोंट थिंक इट्स दैट हेवी, मैं तो अभी इतना पावरफुल भी नहीं हूँ। इफ समबडी हु हैज मोर थिंग, वो तो आराम से हैंडल कर लेगा।
Wheels are big, so it is very more leverage for you. If it is much more lower like Hayabusa, we could have suggest for local trail.
जितने भी बिग हेवी बाइक राइडर्स होते हैं ना, उनके माइंड में ये चीज़ हमेशा रहता है कि ये मेरी बाइक हैवी है। आप मानेंगे नहीं, वो पार्किंग करते हुए भी सोच रहे हैं कहाँ बाइक लगा, किस एंगल में लगा, क्योंकि मैंने निकलना भी है। अब 100 cc बाइक कहीं भी घुसा देते हैं, उतराई में खड़ी कर देंगे, रेत में कहीं भी खड़ी कर देंगे, क्योंकि हमें पता है हम निकाल लेंगे। इन बाइक्स को ऐसे बिना सोचे नहीं लगाना, क्योंकि उल्टा ऐसे में उतराई में लगा दिया और वापस जाना है, आगे रास्ता नहीं है तो क्या काम से आप, फिर आपको 2 आदमी चाहिए भी खींचने के लिए। तो हम क्या करते हैं, पहले ही घुमा के मुंह ऊपर की तरफ
थोड़ी
करते हैं,
जगह चाहिए।
तो यू एडजस्ट, देन यू नो दैट यू हैव टू डू दैट। क्योंकि बहुत लोग हम लोग जैसे पहुंचते हैं ना कहीं पे, वो ये सोचते हैं ये आगे इतना टाइम क्यों लगा रहे हैं, हमें देख रहे होते हैं इतना टाइम क्यों लगा रहे हैं, क्योंकि उनको नहीं मालूम ना, हमें बाइक तो हमें पता है कैसे निकालनी है, हम ये प्लान कर रहे होते हैं अब इसको कैसे लगाना है
कैसे
निकलते हुए मुश्किल ना आए। So it will teach you how to, the bike teaches you. I think with every bike you become a better rider because the bike teaches you, not anything else. बाकी तो once you get used to it, अभी देखो मैंने तो उसको लिया ही दिसंबर में था, 500-700 किलोमीटर चलाया, सर्विस कराई, थोड़ा बहुत ऊपर और चला तो, और मैं सीधा इस पे ऑल इंडिया ट्रिप पे निकल आया। So I can't say I've had with this experience of these bikes of years and
Now how much total kilometer?
Now I've crossed 7,000.
7,500.
So on this all India tour, I've crossed 5,500 kilometers. But around 1,800 kilometers I had already done before I started. But very reliable. In fact, in the biking community, they generally joke about it. I mean, Australians, British, Kiwis, they are very humorous people. They will make a joke out of everything. So, you know what they say about such bikes? If it is very reliable and utterly boring, must be Japanese. Because there is no uncertainty there.
Must be what?
Boring. It must be Japanese bike. क्योंकि पता है ये खराब होनी नहीं है, इसको कोई दिक्कत आनी है, तो that uncertainty is also part of their excitement ना कि मेरी बाइक खराब हो जाएगी ऐसा तो नहीं ये तो होनी ही नहीं है खराब कोई excitement ही नहीं है so they think it's boring so but at the same time they are in a funny way they're actually saying that the reliability is the best thing because when you are doing very long tours that's why it is said that it's the best adventure sport adventure tour because when you go on big trips look now I am not even carrying a spare clutch wire. If I was riding a Royal Enfield, I would have one bag of spare parts on the wheels. कि इसका क्लच वायर टूट गया तो इसका थ्रॉटल केबल टूट गया तो मुझे कोई मिला नहीं रास्ते में तो you know it plays on your mind. That was what I wanted कि I want a bike इसमें मुझे 20-30 हज़ार किलोमीटर तो टेंशन नहीं लेना है उसके बाद तो कहीं ना कहीं सर्विस सेंटर वापस घर ही पहुंच जाता है you know करवा दें. So yeah, Indian conditions are very different than Japan or Europe or America. So I have been told by people that yes, if a V-Strom 650 has no issues with clutch or chain, sprocket or brake pads for 40,000 kilometers in let's say UK or Australia, does not mean it will Indian conditions are dustier. They are a lot more too much braking, clutch, braking, clutch, brake. तो यहाँ पे आपको जल्दी ज़रूरत पड़ेगी स्पेयर्स की वो पैसे पॉसिबिलिटी but that time will tell. अभी तो it's too early for me to come to any conclusion. We will find out once I have done 20-30,000 kilometers of it, then I will know. But Indian roads are also now a lot better than what people. The mind they still think 20 years ago India में ऐसा था तो some of the highways are as good as anywhere in the world. Amazing highways. मतलब I can take a picture and send it to anybody saying I was in Australia, let's say, and they will agree because they look at. I have actually been so many times. I have driven whole of New Zealand by road, and some sections in the Konkan area especially look exactly like. I mean, when it's greener, I can imagine after.
How much mileage you are getting on this?
I think on the highway now I've been getting 25.
Okay. That's very good for a 650.
Almost 26.
When they say tourism, that's for you to invent. In cities, I think
Yeah, that's must be the case.
नॉर्मल माइलेज 15 नॉर्मल माइलेज 15 लेगा और नहीं लेगा
normal 15 ഒന്നല്ല എൻ്റെ മുകളിൽ കിട്ടും 17 to 20.
70 to
सिटी में भी डिपेंड करता है
17-20 में मिलेगा
हाँ 3-4 बजे पहुंचते हो आप शाम को लेते हो रिफ्रेश होते हो you still have 2 hours to go and see something there if there is some place to see some sights to see if there is a beach whatever there is museum fort whatever it is तो आपको लगता है कि मैं कुछ जगह आया तो देखा भी कुछ ये नहीं है बस बाइक चलाया आया सो गए फिर चल पड़े देखोगे so then it gives you little if the place has lots of things to see then I stay there 2 nights so then next day I have full day to go and do sightseeing.
So Calicut, do you have any plans? You'll be in the
Kochi I've seen so many times
So your next stop will be next what is the route? What will be the route?
So Kochi is my next not today. Today I have not really booked anything. I generally don't book anything in advance because I'm just one person and easily I get a room. But I was looking in the maps and there was a place not very far from here on the river.